What's going on, guys? Shawnee Bitcoin's back with another helpful video. This one is going to be something a little different. This is about something called semen retention, and it might be a controversial topic to a lot of people, or a lot of people might have never even heard of this. But here in Medellin, Colombia, I believe that it's extremely prevalent, it's important, and it's relevant. And I believe this because, let me first explain to you what semen retention is. It's basically the act or the practice of holding on to your seed, which is your life force energy. It's the energy that can create a baby, right? And here in Medellin, it's attack after attack from women that basically want to take you back to their spot or take you to your spot and basically take your money and leave you semenless, right? To put it simply. I mean, that's as simple as I could put it, right? And not only is it about taking your money, but it's also about taking your energy. And I understand that these women actually need the money to live, but there's other ways of making money. There's other women here in Medellin, Colombia, that have normal jobs. And I'm not hating on prostitutes or prostitution, and I understand that there might be a need for it in some cases, and some men might actually, feel better if they go with the girl, or might make them feel better about themselves, and that's great too. But the thing is, if you're able to sustain, if you're able to, if you're able to sustain away from that energy that's trying to attack you, then I believe that you can become a stronger person. Like, I'll give you guys a perfect example. I was in Medellin. I'm in Medellin. I was out last night at Parque Yeres, which is basically where 95% of the prostitutes are at. And it's really hard to find a normal girl over there who's not looking to just make money for sex, right? And the first thing I do is I get there and I get out of the taxi. There's a lady with her baby that's basically begging for someone to buy her formula for her baby. And I only brought 200,000 pesos out, which was about $60. And I ended up giving her 50,000 pesos. So I gave her a fourth of the money that I had just so she can go and buy milk for her baby. I thought about it before I gave her the money, and I said, of course, I could do something bad with that money. I could take one of these girls home and, basically have sex for money and give in to this temptation, or I could just help out a baby that really needs, food. So it comes down to the point where, yes, maybe it's not so bad to get a prostitute and to pay her for sex, but it's even better if you're able to save that money and do something great to benefit the country or benefit the people, something that actually matters and something that brings you forward rather than backward. I think that's the real key takeaway here, is that, and this does come back to semen retention, I'll get into that, but most guys are addicted to releasing their semen, and it really blinds the entire spectrum of what's possible in your life. It dims it dims your spectrum of life. And like I said, you can do something great with that money, or you can give in to the temptation, and basically you lost the chance to help out somebody in that country that might have really been hungry. You know what I mean? So back to the point is, practicing the semen retention helps you to see 360 about what's going on. You're able to help the people that matter to you. You wake up in the morning and you feel good because you helped out somebody that really needed help, instead of wasting that money on a girl that she could have made money elsewhere. Prostitution is not her last option, right? In some cases it might be, but there's always a chance, and God is good. He'll always find you a way to make money, I believe. So it's a little story from last night, but it goes to show that if you're practicing semen retention and you're not addicted to releasing your seed, you will actually see things in a better way. And I believe that also, when you release your semen, you're also losing a lot of life force energy. You're losing a lot of it creates the calcium in your bones. a lot of people say when you know, when you release your semen, you come to your senses, right? So like you immediately you regret a lot of the things that you did before you release that semen. Once you do release it, so it, you know, it does something to the brain. So a lot of ancient practices, they cultivate this energy, and this life force energy, which is enough energy to create a baby, right? So they cultivate this and they practice, and they develop more intellect. Basically, they develop more masculinity, more muscle power. Your hair grows longer. You know, a lot of people are deprived of this life force energy. And not only that, of course, I believe in, you know, eating fruits and vegetables and eating the right way and taking care of your body to the maximum is going to increase this semen retention practice. So a lot of people think they're just going to hold their semen and then they're going to become Superman. That's not the case. It's a remedy. It's a concoction of different things that is going to actually amplify you as a human being. And I think that semen retention is a really important thing to be talking about right now. A lot of people might not know about this. But yeah, I mean, also, holding in your semen, it sounds like a crazy thing to do, but actually it gives you more confidence around women when you're not watching porn. Like, I haven't watched porn in over a year at least. When you're not watching porn, when you're not, you know, thinking about women in a degrading way, then you're able to speak to them, you know, friend to friend. And the people here in Medellin, Colombia, the girls, they can't really believe that I don't want to have sex for money. They think that, you know, you're a foreigner and that's just what we do. They're literally picturing us as sex slaves, basically, the Americans. If you're American, they immediately, the first thing they say is, you know, let's go back to my room. I cost this much. And it's definitely a sin. It's not good to be viewed as a simp, right? Like just a person who is easy to take advantage of, and just, you're going to take my money away, you're going to take my energy away. I mean, I'm not going for that. So the first thing they do is they kind of trip and they're like, is this person, what's wrong with this person? Why doesn't he want to have sex for money? And the fact of the matter is, I'd rather give my money to someone who needs it, to someone who actually truly needs it. And yeah, I mean, that's what makes me feel good as a godly person, a person who really believes in God and believes that everything happens for a reason. I believe that I'll find a woman that's for me for a reason, and I don't need to go and pay for that and, you know, never see that girl again. That's just my view of things. But if you think this video is helpful, definitely smash that like, and, you know, consider looking into the semen retention thing. Actually, I think it's really important for guys nowadays. I think 95% of guys need this practice, and they're deprived of this energy, and they're nervous around girls. They find it hard to find a woman. They find it hard to look a girl in the eyes. So yeah, definitely smash that like, and I'm going to be dropping more content like this. And yeah, have a blessed day.